Yo, it's poppin' world. It's Jaja Gibore the Uglyman. I'm rapping, not a blogger, I'm a rapper. So it's been a little minute since I've been doing the blog and shit. Nigga been out of fucking commission. Nigga been sick. Nigga been working. Nigga been doing all kind of shit. Nigga been busy. You know what I'm saying? And I missed a couple recaps on a couple of events, but some of the events ain't even really worth recapping until the shit is all the way done. Like the UM3 tournament, UM4 tournament. I ain't been really wanting to recap on that. Cause you know, it's still a couple rounds in, you know what I mean? You know, there's a few other events that happen that just don't feel like blogging on them. You know what I'm saying? Kind of disappointing. You know, some of them kind of disappointing to even worry about blogging on. But on the up and up overall, when I do get time to blog, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So smacking them, URL got these two events coming up. Shout out to RBE for the Lifted Soul. I think it's Reloaded 4, 3, something like that. They put out two dope matchups, Big K versus Charlie Clips and Clean Pepper versus Ill Will. Been meaning to see that battle for a long time. So I'm glad that they got that shit on the card. But let's get to this URL shit, man, because Civil War is coming up in about 2 weeks, about a week or two. And I'm excited to see that card, man. I'm excited to see what's going to go on with that. Because that shit is like a known Born Legacy, super fight, Summer Madness kind of card. You know what I'm saying? The matchups is pretty dope. And it's almost like a rookie versus vets type of card too. You know, Av versus Real Sick. Some of the battles on there is real dope, man. Twork versus Loso, I've been wanting to see that for so long. There's a lot of battles that I've been wanting to see for a minute now. That we're gonna see. We're gonna see what's going on with them. Let me get right into my predictions, though. I've already wasted so much minutes on this shit. Might have to do 2 videos for this shit because there's 7 battles on there. Let me get right into it, though. Twork versus Loso. That's gonna be a tough one. Loso got all the different weapons. Twork is versatile too, but Twork be stumbling, Twork be choking, Twork be cutting his round short. You know, Loso don't be doing none of that shit. Loso's pretty clean. A lot of his bars hit. They punch, you know, his performance, his aggression, his vocal projection, his delivery. Like, so that's gonna be a close one, man. I got a 2-1 debatable. If I gotta edge it towards somebody, I'm gonna edge it towards Twork because Twork got something to prove and Twork been battling big names and been doing this shit for a longer time. Loso is always, most of the time, is the underdog. But in this one, I think Twork might be the underdog. And the reason why I say I think Twork gonna edge it because Twork got a lot to prove now. It ain't like he ain't got nothing to prove. He got a lot to prove, you know what I mean? And him and Loso been going at it for a long time. So hopefully he show up and show out and do what he been doing for years, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I think that's gonna be a 2-1 debatable either way battle. And we'll see. Av versus Real Sick, I think that's gonna be a close battle too. But I feel like Av been getting real boring and real plain with his punches. Like his punches is still dope, but he used a couple names, couple name flips, couple words, and then he punch. Real Sick has been real versatile, and Real Sick been breaking niggas down, details. He's real conscious. So I got Real Sick winning that shit 2-1, man. I don't think Av beat Head Ice the last battle, and I think Real Sick beat Arsenal. So if we basing it off the last battles, Real Sick is definitely gonna win this one. So I got Real Sick winning that shit 2-1. the 2-on-2. Swamp and Ace Amin versus Danny Myers and Tink the Demon. I got Ace and Swamp winning that. Ace and Swamp is more aggressive. They more current. Tink the Demon and Danny Myers rap similar. They rap about the sorcerer bars and like the parallel universe. And I think it's more experience with Danny Myers and Tink and them. But I think Ace Amin and Swamp is the better rappers. I mean, excuse me, my bad. Let me say that. Ace Amin is more lyrical. Swamp is more believable. And they both young, hungry artists, battle rappers, you know what I mean? I think Tink is probably gonna stumble. You know, Tink is kind of boring. And that shit is gonna rear its ugly head. You know what I mean? Overall, I still feel like you know, Danny Myers and Tink is still, you know, them dudes, but and them legends. But overall, I don't think it's gonna be enough. I really don't think it's gonna be enough for Ace Amin and Swamp, and they new, young, hungry talent. You know what I'm saying? So that shit is gonna come about, bro. It's gonna really come about, and we're gonna get the opportunity to see who really does what. You know what I mean? Who's next on the card? We got fucking Jada Nightwing versus who Jada Nightwing going against? A lot of the battles is dope and they fresh, they weird in certain ways. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to explain, man. Jakkboy versus Luke Castro. I think it's dope because they both been on the same team. They both have similar styles, but I think Jack gonna win that. I think Luke Castro could be a little boring. I think Jack is so unorthodox. You know what I mean? Plus that's the hat, brim love, you know what I mean? But I think Jack is so unorthodox, he could surprise you. He could pop up with some shit. He be saying shit, his performance is crazy. I think Luke Castro is real aggressive and real loud. And I think that could help him, but it's not gonna help him against a nigga like Jack. Jack is like Jack in the box, man. And nigga pop up on some other shit and you be like, oh shit, where that come? You know what I mean? Plus he got a lot to prove too. You know, Luke Castro been on a few different big cards, and Jack been trying to get on them cards again. You know, back on them cards and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think Luke Castro was just on No versus Mike P. And Jack wasn't on there. That shit probably made him hungrier. You know what I mean? Jada Nightwing versus Kid Chaos. Kid Chaos is nice lyrically, and his performance is incredible. But Jada Nightwing is more versatile. He's more entertaining, and he's more. I think he's better when it comes to delivery. When it comes to putting certain shit together, he keep it simple. He's not as technical as Kid Chaos. Sometimes Kid Chaos being so detailed and so, you know, he having bars within bars and shit like that. Sometimes that's too much, man. He did too much of that shit versus Chess. Even though it was hot what he did versus Chess, Chess is a simple rapper. So his bars were so simple that he beat Kid Chaos with that shit. You know what I mean? And Kid Chaos, you need to save them kind of lyrical raps for like a Rum Nitty or a Av or a Loaded Lux. You know what I mean? A Lux where he's detailed. You know, he's like a labyrinth. It's like a Inception. You know, motherfucker come to life in a dream and shit. You know, it's like cryptic, very cryptic. That's the best word to put. So I got Jada Nightwing winning that one 2-1. Jakkboy versus Lou, I got Jack winning that 2-1. Ryda versus Don Marino. I think Don Marino stepped his shit up. I think he was a little simple and not boring, but just kind of like plain and simple. And it was too simple. And he would just try to get to the punch so fast. He didn't set up his punches right. He didn't scheme properly. And I think that shit hurt him before. But now, He been doing it a little longer. He got some other battles underneath his belt. I think it's gonna be pretty tough for Ryda to beat him. That's a tough one to choose too, because Ryda stepped this shit up too. But Ryda got a lot of just haymakers. You know, he don't say too much lyrical shit. He got dope punches, dope delivery. His performance is fire, but he's like a Cortez, you know? Like, they'll big they bars up so much that they don't see they don't build them up to a point where it's like an intricate build up into the last punch. So normally I would say Don Marino is gonna win, but I got Ryda winning this, man. I think Ryda's more hungrier. I think he's hungrier than Don Marino. I think Don Marino been around NWX. He been in a lot of battles. So it's like, I just got to keep proving myself. Ryda, he got a lot to prove because niggas be sleeping on him so much. You know what I mean? He got a battle versus A-Ward coming up, and everybody's sleeping on Ryda for that shit. Everybody think he gonna lose the A-Ward. So I think Ryda gonna show niggas, look, let me beat Don Marino first. I could beat a nigga like Don Marino, and then I gotta beat A-Ward. So I got Ryda winning that shit 2-1. If he don't stumble. Close battle, but I still got Ryda winning that shit 2-1. The last battle, which is probably the main event, is T-Top versus Mike P. I've been wanting to see that battle for years, man. I've been trying to get URL and them to set that up for so long. You know what I mean? They two of the top 10, not top 10. T-Top definitely top 10. Mike P top 20. But Mike P been showing his ass. Mike P pause. Mike P main stage. Mike been showing he could be on the main stage. He been showing he could main event a card. And that shit is going to show. You know, he had the good situation with his baby moms, with his wife, and a lot of people slept on him because he lost the battles where they was talking about his wife. You know, Ryda was talking about his wife and shit like that, and Bill Collector, and that shit hurt him. But I think he came back when he battled Real Sick. He battled Saga at Summer Madness. I was there at that one. I think he got a lot to prove. But T-Top is also one of them dudes that felt like he had a lot to prove too when he battled Swamp. He battled a few people where he had to show and prove how he's one of the best. I still got T-Top winning this shit 2-1. Top is just a better battle rapper. You know, he's a better angler, better performer, better delivery. Mike P might get a little bit more aggressive and more vocal projection. And I think he schemes better. T-Top is a lazy schemer. Dope angler, but a lazy schemer. And if he come up there talking that hustle shit, you know what I mean? That shit might make him lose a round. Because nobody want to hear you hustling against a nigga that's like, Mike P's kind of like a backpack rapper. Not backpack rapper, but you know what I'm saying? He got non-fictional bars in reality rap. But it's not like a T-Top where a nigga from the street and from the hood and he could rap about being on the block with niggas. Because part of the battle rap shit is being on the block, being street shit. You know what I mean? So I think T-Top is going to win because of that. You know, I think Mike P is definitely a dope battle rapper. But Top is one of them dudes that could battle rap. He a real nigga. You know, it's like on top of that, you know, Top done had way more bigger challenges and better challenges than Mike P. So I got Top winning that shit 2-1. You know what I mean? This is my ugly predictions for Civil War coming up at the end of the month in North Carolina, North Kakalaki. Oh yeah, T-Top gonna be home. Shit. Swamp gonna be home. I mean, Swamp is from South Carolina, but the Carolinas is Carolinas. Kind of like Jersey and New York, you know what I mean? But yeah, that shit is gonna help T-Top without question. You know, he lived in Raleigh, he lived in Raleigh and shit. So that shit is gonna help them niggas, you know what I mean? It helps in the long run, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, I'm the ugly man. I got a chance to get my predictions out for the Civil War shit coming up. And we gonna see what's gonna happen on the 20, I think it's the 26th, 28th, something like that. You know what I mean? 29th, I think. Something to the effect of that. No, it was the 28th. Yeah, August 28th. We're going to see what's going on. And I ain't gonna front, that card is a little better than Summer Madness. Summer Madness only got 4 battles, but it's all top tier legends. So I think that's the reason why Summer Madness might be better than this card. But this card is still more battles, and I think it's a little better battles. You know, it's a little bit of rookie versus vets, a little bit of Summer Madness, a little bit of Gnome, a little bit of Born Legacy. You feel what I'm saying? So we'll see. But yeah, man, shout out to the whole battle rap community, battle rap culture, the whole culture, all the leagues that make this shit possible, the battlers, the fans, the venues, the Caffeine. Shout out to Caffeine for making this shit possible. And we're going to see. Holla.